Atheist is insanity. Atheism is insanity. Well, how does this come about? Well, depression is something that goes around among a lot of atheists. And the same goes with pessimism, a profound pessimism about everything. How does this come about? Well, you can provoke this insanity by saying that the universe is beautifully designed by God. You don't have to say God, you just have to say it's beautifully designed, it's so perfect, it's so beautiful. Well, seconds after that, you will provoke the diagnosis I'm talking about. The diagnosis will show itself, and they will state all kinds of things about the universe that are not scientifically proved. It's not scientifically true that the universe is poorly designed. If you look at a certain part of the universe and you only comment that part, it can look like, oh my god, it's not good designed. But when you look at the greater part, when you look at how that part relates to the whole, then you see that it is very well designed. It's kind of like a watch. If there is a wrong piece in a watch, or a piece that doesn't operate completely on its own, and you say that that part is non-functional, and you remove that part, you will find that the entire thing stops working. It's the same thing with black holes and other stuff in the universe, like, bacteria and stuff. If you remove the bacteria, you find that the consequences of removing them are far worse than having them there. Okay, this is just a part of their insanity. Another part of their insanity is reductionism, and that is kind of related to what I previously stated. Reductionism is pretty much taking a piece out of the whole and pretending like the piece is the whole. It's insane. It's kind of like if you give a person a cake and you say, I want you to pay $10 for this cake. And then you cut a little piece of that cake and say, I want you to pay $10 for that little piece. No one would buy that. An idiot might buy that, but no one would buy that. That's just insane, isn't it? It's insane, like? Yeah, it is insane. It's completely insane. So when a person arguments in a reductionistic way, he only arguments about a part of what you are presenting. Or he's only looking at the specifics and pretending like the specifics proves the whole. That is insane. That's completely insane, and there are millions of ways to prove the insanity of that. Another part, well, antisocial. Atheists are primarily antisocial people. That's why they are very prominent on YouTube as channel creators. Why do they create channels? Why do you need to have a digital channel to speak through? Maybe because you have little or non-digital channels. It's important to know that YouTube is primarily monologue. There's one-way communication. Of course, with comments you may have two-way communication, but it's not real. On YouTube, you at best have imaginary friends. Pun completely intended there. So these people are lonely people. They spend a lot of time in front of their PCs, in front of their books. They're not with in social gatherings. A lot of people don't work in social gatherings. They don't know how to live such a life, to care for other people. That is so sufficiently proven by the fact that they go against religion. Religion is something that the vast majority of the world believe in. And when you go against such gigantic portion of the human population, you're not social. I'm like, certainly you are not social at all. And you are doing everything you can not to be social. If the entire world was atheistic or primarily atheistic, the people who are now atheists would gravitate towards another subculture cult, like we see with atheists now, who now belong to atheism. You see, right? Of course, the previous statement I made was just to illustrate the point.